guys, welcome to Jono Plays. Today we are going to be doing some coding on Scratch. So to get to Scratch, you'll have to go to your browser. So it would be Google, Microsoft Edge, or whatever you use, and you're going to search up Scratch.com. And this will be the logo, this here. And this is what you'll probably get to when you click on the link. So if you want to create an account, you can press join Scratch here and make a username and a password and make an account. But for today, we're just going to be doing it without an account. But the good thing about an account is that when you make a project, you can save it, because if you don't have an account, you cannot save it. So that means your game that you make won't be there anymore. So I would recommend making an account, but just for the video, we're not going to be. So you're going to click, so we're going to click here, start creating. And then if you see this tutorial here, you can just press the close. If you want to watch it, you can. Sure, but today I will be doing the tutorial. And this is the starter sprite, the Scratch cat. And first I will be showing you some controls. So like whatever is on the screen, you can drag around with your mouse by holding down left click. And also here are the coordinates of the page. And for example, x0 and y0 would be the very center. So like for example, if I type in x0, y0, it would go to the very center, which is useful sometimes. And then here you can change the size of your character if you want, and here you can change the direction with this. But today we're going to be making a name. So like you will write down your name in letters and you'll have your name do cool effects. So first, for example, it doesn't have to be your name. It can be anything. It can be your pet. It can be anything. But for example, I'm just going to do a Jono, for example. So you're going to go down here to this little cat, and you're going to click choose a sprite. And then, as you see here, all the sprites, and we're going to go to letters. So here, there's a couple different types of letters that you can choose. You can select whichever one you want, but for today's video, I'm going to select these letters up here. But you can select these letters too. It's really up to you. So I'm going to click that, and now I have the J. So now I'm going to keep doing that until I have whatever I want to spell. So J O N O. Okay. Once you have all your letters, you're going to put them in a way that they're all not too far from each other, but not too close. I think that is good. And you can adjust this. You can make it like a bit more like separated, like that, or even a bit closer if you want, like that. But I'm just going to have it like this for the video. Feel free to change anything if you guys want, because this is just a tutorial. So once we have that, we're going to start at the J. And the first effect that we're going to do is we're going to make it turn. So we're going to go to the events block here. We're going to press the green flag click, which is this here. And then we're going to do turn 15 degrees. So now when we click the green flag, the J turns 15 degrees. But also, now whenever we start our project by pressing the green flag, it just keeps spinning. And we want it to go back to where it was, to the beginning. So that's why we go to down here, and you can really just go here and make this like that. Change the direction to 90. So yeah, that's the way that I would do it. There's a couple other ways, like if you get this and you do that, the J will go to that direction. So that's another way. I like this way more because then you don't have to change this every single time that you start your project. So I would just have this and then that. So now it turns 15 degrees, and when we click it again, it goes back to the start. But we want to turn it a 4 circle. So we're going to do 45. We're going to duplicate it. Make it another 45. That. So now, but now, as you see, whenever we click the green flag, I'm just going to set this back, it just instantly goes like that, and we want it to spin slowly. So that's where we're going to go to controls, and we're going to grab this wait button here. We're going to grab a couple of them. So now, we're going to put them in here, and 1 second is maybe too long. Let's do 0.2. Maybe that'll work. Just going to make a couple more. Should be good. Okay. Now that we have lots, we can put them in there. Now, when we click the green flag, it will slowly turn. But now, it always stops upside down, and we want it to keep going. So, I'm just going to grab a couple more of the turn 45 degrees. Okay, that should be good. And there's a couple of other ways of doing this, but this is, if you're a very beginner, this is how I recommend doing it. I'll show you a couple of other ways in a second. I'm just going to finish this. Okay, so now, and I'm also actually going to put a 1 second wait between here, so it doesn't just instantly start spinning. So we have a bit to wait. So now it spins. So that's one way to do it. But I will show you another way to how to make it do that. So right now, after it spins 1 circle, it just stops. We don't want that to happen. We want it to keep going. So that's why we're going to click this forever loop. So it will forever do this. So when we click the green flag, it will go to point in direction 90. Then it'll wait 1 second, and then it'll do this forever and forever and forever. So now it keeps turning. But as you see, I don't know if you can see that, but at the very end, it speeds up a bit. But that's really easy, because we just take another 1 second, make that 0.2. And I will always recommend having a wait like something seconds. It can be like really small, like 0.1 or 0.2, but it just helps everything be a bit more organized and stuff. So now, it spins. So yeah, that's one way to do it. But also, if you want it to do, like, if you don't want it to spin forever, and you want it to do a certain times, you can check this repeat, for example. And I'm going to make it like 2. So then, it'll do the same thing, but instead of doing it forever, it will only do it 2 times. Yeah, it spins twice and then stops. So, that's a couple ways you can do it. But for the video, we're just gonna have it the forever loop, so we can show you. But feel free to change anything. Doesn't really matter. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the O. So right now we don't have anything for the O, the N, or the other O. We just have something for the J. So for the O, we're going to make it change colors. So we're going to go grab another green flag, and we're going to go to looks, and we're going to go change color effect. We're going to grab this one here, change color. And we're also going to use it forever. And you can also do it without it forever and just do it like normal, or you can use the repeat. It's really up to you, but I'm just going to use it forever because it's easier for me. Let's grab some of these too. I'm going to make it 0.5 this time. So that makes it a bit too fast. We don't want that. So let's maybe make it like 5 or 4, like that maybe. See how that works. So yeah, that's still a bit too slow. And this will make it rainbow. Like it'll go like so this is just an example. So this will make it rainbow, like go in rainbow. And also that's one way to do it. So having that is one way to do it. But if you want it to only be certain colors, instead of having the change color, you would go you would click on it, and you would go up here, click on costumes beside the code. And here we have the O. So now we're going to copy this one and make a new one. Paste it. So now there's 2. We're going to make this one. You're going to click on the orange part and make it, for example, red. Let's make it red for now. So now we could have the switch costume, or we could have the next costume. That's what I recommend using for this. So then it changes between orange and red. And if you want, you can also make more colors. That's really simple. You just do the same thing. Create another costume, paste it, and change the color. You don't have to change any of the code. Yeah, it's pretty much it for the O. So now on to the N. For the N, we're going to make it grow in size. We're going to grab our green flag. We're going to go to looks again, and then grab this change size by button. And you can make it bigger than mine or smaller than mine, but I'm just going to make it 10 for now. Grab that. I'm going to grab another forever loop. That's always important. Grab that. So now, every second, the N will change sizes by 10. And you can increase this to like 20 if you want. Oops. 100. So then it'll get a bit bigger and smaller. Yeah. So that's it for the N. Now for the O. Now for the O, we're going to make it let's see here. We could let's see, what do you guys want to do? We're gonna make it move a bit because the J is spinning, which is also moving. But for the O, we're actually gonna have it go up and down and right and left. So we're gonna grab our green flag. We're going to grab this, change X by. Actually, we're going to do change Y by. So Y is up and down, X is right and left. Change Y by 10. Wait 1 second. that. So now, I'm going to grab my forever loop. Now, the O is going up and down, but still not perfect. It's going a bit fast, so for that, we just put another wait 1 second at the end. You can also change the wait 1 second to like 0.5 if you want the stuff to go faster, like to turn faster, or to grow faster, or to change colors faster, or to move faster. You can do that. But yeah, so here you go. Here's your name, and you can change any of these in any way you want. You can also try some other things, like you can have it play some sounds, like you could do start sound meow or something. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Hope this tutorial helped you, and hope that you keep learning Scratch and keep having fun. Bye.